Warning, the following content may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
I had always been fascinated by the paranormal, so when my friends suggested we try out this Ouija board they found, I was excited. We gathered in my room, waited till midnight, burnt some incense, turned off the lights and lit some candles, red candles, cause I had read they were better on Reddit. Then we all placed our fingers on the planchette. This was normally just another one of our ideas to kill time, innocent fun. We asked the board silly questions, and it would move in response, spelling out simple words sometimes, and failing other times. Clearly it was one of us moving it. I normally move it myself to scare my friends, but not this time. A few minutes into the game and the board began spelling out messages that were disturbingly accurate. It revealed secrets about us that we had never shared with anyone, and it knew things that we thought were impossible for anyone else to know. Suddenly, the room grew colder, the candles flickered. A chill ran down my spine as the board spelled out the name Zozo. At that moment it dawned on me. None of my friends knew about Zozo. This is really bad. I had heard stories about this malevolent entity that was said to lurk in wait to prey on unsuspecting victims. I asked it what it wanted, but the board refused to answer. Instead, it spelled out you should leave. This confirmed it. This was no joke. I looked at my friends, terrified, but they were all joking. None of them realized how bad our situation is. I tried to end this session then and there, but seeing me scared only fueled them. Ignoring the warning, they continued to play, and the board became more aggressive, spelling out threats and insults. Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, the planchette flew off the board and landed on the floor. That's when we heard a voice, low and guttural, whispering our names. We looked around the room, but there was no one there. Suddenly, one of my friends started convulsing and screaming. Zozo was revealing itself. We all scrambled to get out of the room, but the door wouldn't budge. The voice grew louder, and the temperature dropped even further. As we huddled together, paralyzed with fear, we saw it. A shadowy figure in the corner of the room, growing taller, revealing a face twisted in anger and malice. The room was filled with an otherworldly stench. The flickering candles went out. It started closing on us, its eyes burning with a sinister glow, filling the room with dread and malevolence. We could see the terror in each other's eyes, nowhere to run from our doom, and then, just as suddenly as it had appeared, the figure disappeared. The room was plunged into suffocating darkness. There was silence. We dared not move, dared not speak. But as nothing happened for minutes that felt like years to us, we began to move towards the door, slowly, still too afraid to speak. When we finally reached the handle, it opened easily. We stumbled out into the hallway. We were all too shaken, too afraid to even think about what had just happened. It wasn't until the next day that we found out the true extent of what had happened. My friend who had been convulsing was hospitalized. Doctors were baffled, unable to explain what's going on. And the rest of us, not a single one of us was himself anymore. I told no one, but I can still see Zozo in their eyes. We had invited into our lives. And since that day, each of us had been tormented by Zozo on the daily. It was a cruel, sadistic demon that entertained itself by preying on our deepest, darkest insecurities and fears. It ruined our friendships and turned us against each other. Some of my friends are slaves to it now. But I'm different. I knew about Zozo on day one, and despite all of the torment he put me through, my will is not broken. He might think he's in control of me, being a sly master of deceit. But I have a plan, Zozo. You know nothing of the bottomless malice within the human heart. And I'm about to teach you the hard way.